not to buy the Nintendo Switch 2.
And guess what you guys are going to do? That's right, buy the Nintendo Switch 2.
That, oh, you don't like our $80 games? Oh, you don't like our $600 handheld? Well, you can still just play on your little peasant Nintendo Switch 1.
Oh, Nintendo don't care about their consumers. It took you this long for you people to realize, man. I mean, come on, man. You really think these companies care about you, bro? They out here throwing mediocrity in front of your faces. And guess what? You're still going to buy the Nintendo Switch 2, so why all you people complaining? At the end of the day, ain't none of y'all taking a stance on this crap. Y'all want to sit there and complain on Twitter, oh, Nintendo, why are you doing this? Why are you hurting me? I can't afford it for my children. And y'all going to be the same people lining up for it. Y'all think I got Taco Games to calm down? I understand you say, it don't even matter, bruh. Give me my flowers and give me my goddamn soup. I'm sick and tired of this garbage. All this rage baiting y'all doing. Oh, I'm not. I swear, bro, this man better not buy this console, man. Because the last time you told people I ain't buying the PS5 Pro, and what did you do? You robbed your girlfriend and you picked one up anyway. So as far as I'm concerned, there ain't no integrity and there ain't no authenticity as to what's going on in this video. You feel me?
Brokey. And instantly, the internet is roasting them because this is exactly what happened with the launch of the Xbox One.
Oh, here we go. We think it's going to be... Bro, first off, hold on. Let me let him finish his line.
In case you weren't around for it, we're going to show you because everybody's instantly posting it. When the Xbox One was about to come out, a lot of people were like, okay, I don't want to buy a console that's so expensive with a camera aimed at my junk. And they said...
Well, it was more than just the camera. It was the fact that the Kinect... Well, I mean, it is part of the camera. Is the fact that it boosted up the price an additional $100 in comparison to PlayStation, which was also a more powerful device, and it was at a lower price with no camera.
Oh, you don't like the Xbox One? Well, good news. You can go buy an Xbox 360, you brokey.
I don't think it had anything to do with that. It was the fact that they had topics of DRM, and Xbox One was touted as an online-only device, and PlayStation pushed. I mean, how... Weren't you there, bro? They said play your games everywhere. Weren't you there, bro? It's so funny that you don't even know what happened. That had everything. Oh, you could take your physical media in, which we already knew that was a lie, and give it to anybody. And then everybody was clapping for Jack Tretton, whatever that dude's name that ran Sony at the time. That's what happened. And Microsoft was pushing for an online-only device. I think it was Jeff Keighley. And he's like, well, if you want an offline device, go buy an Xbox 360. This had nothing to do with people not being able to afford the Xbox One. Why are you lying, bruh?
And, yeah, it caused pretty much the entire Xbox One launch to collapse. That's not a joke. The president of Xbox even had to resign and stuff. But
still sold about 40-50 million, though.
They announced that they've now crossed 850 million games sold or something insane. They're literally now the highest-selling brand of all time. I mean, half that's probably Pokemon, but a lot of it's Mario and Zelda. I think they legitimately did that.
It's most definitely Pokemon because those are the annual release titles they bring out every year. Bro, listen. See, I'm very good at breaking things down. How is it Mario, Donkey Kong, and Zelda when y'all just got a Donkey Kong game now? How is it Zelda when you barely even got any Zelda games? How is it Mario if you ain't... Well, I mean, if you want to count Mario Bros. Wonder, but you ain't had an Odyssey, a sequel to Odyssey in how long? Like about, what, 8 years? Oh, but those are the ones... No, bro, we already know it's Pokemon. Cut the cap.
It said, even if everybody doesn't buy it, they, by their own admission, they have $13.5 million in the bank. Or, sorry, not million, billion. Nintendo is currently sitting on $13.5 billion of saved up profit, and I've been the trendsetter in a lot of ways. I think having Reggie Fils-Aimé as the president of Nintendo, having a personal...
What trends has Nintendo... Bro, what are you talking about? Oh, Nintendo with the trendset. What trendset are you talking about here, buddy? Oh, Nintendo pushing trends. Bro, y'all hyped up for Street Fighter 6 and an old Cyberpunk game that dropped on the PS4 as well as Street Fighter 6 on the PS4. Talk about how we better. Nintendo Switch is better. It took you how long to get that? 10, 11 years? Just so you can play games on the level of a PS4 console? And y'all running with this this garbage. I mean, come on, man.
Person. Like having a guy who is the face of Nintendo. That way a guy can come out on stage and be like, I'm excited for the 3DS. Here's why you should be excited. Hey, here's the Nintendo Switch. Here's the Wii U. Here's why we're excited for you to buy it. That worked so well. And now we're at a
that's so funny you brought up the Wii U, but yeah, it didn't work for that console.
point where they just feel like every other faceless, soulless giant conglomerate. You will buy the product. You will defend the product. I am shocked.
You will buy product and you will consume product. It is what it is.
By Satoru Iwata, the previous president of Nintendo, specifically talking about, yeah, our tech is underpowered, so it's cheap, so you can buy...
Not according to Harmon Smith, it's the most powerful portable gaming machine in the market.
Consoles and give them to each
even more powerful than the PlayStation 5 Pro.
Your kids and do ad hoc local play of Mario Kart or Among Us or whatever. You guys have historically been the fun, cheap family brand, and now you're trying to outprice PlayStation, outprice Xbox, and if anybody questions...
Well, I mean, they're entitled to that. I mean, Sony did the same thing by using their popularity to push a $700 to $800 console, which you bought. And you out here complaining that Nintendo's doing it. Bro, as far as I'm concerned, you Sony fanboys have no right to talk about this situation when y'all did the same thing on PlayStation.
You said you're gonna poo-poo them? Psycho behavior. But here's the other part of it that's absolutely crazy. Nintendo just 30 minutes ago said, we're actually about to start doing pre-orders in Canada tomorrow. We've canceled it. They're literally just saying, okay, any place that might even be touched by tariffs, we're also going to jack up the price. They haven't said the official price yet. I think it's pretty obvious that the price of the Nintendo Switch after tariffs, it's probably going to be over $500. I think it's going to be $550 or $600 for the Switch too. I'm hoping I'm wrong. God, I hope I'm wrong. But this one-word reaction is perfect. Yikes.
That ain't even expensive. $600 for a Nintendo Switch, I could easily buy one for that price. It's the fact that, like, see me, I have no problem spending any type of money on any sort of product that I enjoy. My problem is that y'all getting hustled and you're accepting mediocrity. There's a difference. Ain't nobody got a problem spending $80 to $90 on games, bro. I've spent more than that on retro titles, right? So that the money ain't the problem. It's the fact that Nintendo and PlayStation are out here suckering everybody. That's the problem. That is the problem. And Xbox do the same thing. I'll be calling it out. But like I've said, I think they all know this is happening. This is all to gauge the $100 price tag that what these companies wanted. Microsoft don't care either because they're pushing Game Pass Ultimate. So the higher games go, you know, Microsoft's like, well, that only makes our subscription service look more appealing. Sony looks at it like we can make more money. Nintendo, we can make more money with this. Take advantage of our fans. $100 price tag. This is all happening before the release date of GTA 6. I can guarantee you GTA 6 will probably be more like $100.
A ton of people posting lately.
They all know this is happening.
The current head of Nintendo of America, Doug Bowser, the guy who keeps posting these incredibly stupid things like, oh, we love our $80 games, and you better love them too. This guy used to work for EA. He used to be a very high executive. He's the vice president in charge of Nintendo of America.
Oh, yes, we do. Oh, yes, tell Nintendo. Oh, you don't want him in charge? Hold on, you said what? Let me hear that.
This guy used to work for EA. He used to be a very high executive. He's the vice president of the Electronic Arts. They put that guy in charge of Nintendo of America.
And there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that, so they can make money. Don't act like Nintendo didn't put him in that position because they didn't see what he saw, which is to make more money off their consumers.
We're truly at a point where Nintendo has very much got lost in the sauce. Now,
that just shows you when you're on the winning team, it seems like the only thing that goes on is the fact that you guys lose.
Question, and I hope we get an answer to this soon, is will the blowback work? I do truly believe in my heart of hearts that the launch is going to... Will the blowback work? I do truly believe in my heart of hearts that the launch is going to be catastrophic. We're talking low as heck numbers. Low pre-order, low day one sales.
What are you talking about? It's already sold out in the UK. What is it? It ain't even happening. What are you talking about, man? They probably canceled pre-orders in Canada because there was too many people pre-ordering it. Look at you fools. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about, man. Y'all gonna buy it because y'all want it. Y'all on that Nintendo quack. You need it, man. You need the Mario Kart, man. Pokemon, SNCA Legends, man. I'm gonna need my Metroid Prime, even though the first is on the cartridge, and I'll upgrade it with a coupon redeemable code. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I love my Nintendo. I'm going to free roam with all my friends in Mario Kart and use this wannabe Discord and pay for a button that I can only use when I pay money for it.
Low attach rate. People are straight up going to say, okay, I'm not going to buy a Nintendo Switch 2 that's mostly just paid upgrades to Nintendo Switch 1 games. I've already seen a bunch of people saying, yeah, man, Metroid Prime 4 looked great. I'm excited for Metroid Prime 4. I've been waiting for Metroid Prime 4 for decades at this point, but I'm going to play it on Nintendo Switch 1. I'm not paying $600.
Well, guess what? So that means the 4K, 120 frames that they offered, you're not getting. So if since you don't want to go to the cool kids club, well, you're not getting access to those features. And I've said this before, Game's still with another W in my live stream, that Nintendo don't care. Y'all remember when I said that? Nintendo don't care if you pick up the Switch 2 because they're not going to abandon the Switch 1. Even Nintendo, like you said, came out and said, well, you got a problem, buy the Switch 1. We're still making those. So Nintendo don't care. If you want to be an early adopter, or should I say a beta tester for the Switch 2, by all means, pick the console up. But that's all you will ever be, is a beta tester.
$100 for a system that, yes, admittedly does make it look better, but this cannot be a one-system game. The first 6 months of the original Nintendo Switch was very rough. People have forgotten this now, but it was very, very rough because the pickings were slim. A lot of developers did not jump on board.
That's not true. I'm going to sit there and tell you that's not true because I think I remember. Because I remember, and I actually enjoyed the Switch 1 when it came out. You had Mario Odyssey. Now, mind you, Mario Kart 8 wasn't the best game for me because I've already played it on the Wii U. But a lot of people didn't play it until the Switch. So I'm going to count it for Switch. Mario Kart 8. You had Astro's Chain. You had, what was it? What's that other game? God, ARMS. I mean, it was a decent game. There was some titles there, bruh. You know, and then they had a lot of Wii U ports that most people didn't play. That's why I made videos before in the past about, yo, the Switch is only using Wii U ports. But y'all downplayed and said, well, I didn't play them, so it didn't even matter. That was the excuse that you Nintendo fanboys made.
Didn't really have a very big launch window. It was pretty much just a Zelda machine until we got...
Oh, yeah, and that too, Breath of Wild. How can I forget that?
Mario Odyssey, which ended up blowing everybody's minds. I'm afraid about the fact that because this has such a tiny launch lineup, it doesn't even have Metroid Prime coming at launch, I do actually believe that this thing is going to...
Hold on, Metroid's not coming at launch. I thought that's the whole idea. I think it's coming out a little bit before that, but I mean, the upgrade is only going to be accessible through the Switch 2.
And my hope is that Nintendo listens to it and says,
they're not going to listen to it, bro.
We were wrong. Okay, we are going to drop the price. Okay,
well, don't buy it.
Going back to 60.
Don't buy it.
At this point...
Well, they're never going back to 60. I can guarantee that. They'll probably do 70. And that's due to the 32 gigabyte cartridge, which Tears of Kingdom was already exposed during the Switch 1.
Doug Bowser having a say? I think the prices are staying the same. They'd rather have big old pay pickies and no brokies allowed. Sorry, the Nintendo hobby is just not for you. I got another video made already. It's actually edited and I have it done. It's ready to go up. I'm going to post that later today. I did a whole video about
man, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoy this video, man. I mean, like I said, bro, Nintendo, they're not going to completely abandon the Switch 1 like you think. And this right here is furthermore proof of that. Because y'all were like, oh, well, Mario Kart World, that's the system seller for the Switch 2. That's to get you guys on the bandwagon. Of course, they're going to need some form of a killer app. But I guarantee that game was probably played originally as a Switch 1, Switch 1, Switch 2 cross-gen game. They just prefer to use a smaller scale game like Metroid because Metroid don't bring in the fans. See, Mario Kart World is that type of game where people's like, I got to buy the Switch 2 for. As anti-consumer this is, Metroid Prime 4 just doesn't have that weight to be cross-gen. Well, it is, but I'm just saying it doesn't have that weight to be. Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't have that weight to be a Switch 2 exclusive. Do you get what I'm saying? It just doesn't. Pokemon more likely cross-gen. So Nintendo still showed you that they're still doing games for Switch 1. Donkey Kong, if you notice, smaller games, right? And that's a game that people did want, and it's only on Switch 2. Maybe because they felt like it wouldn't really matter if it's on Switch 1. I mean, I still think they would have made a lot of money, though. But Nintendo probably says we got to put a few exclusives here. But a lot of them were what? Mario Kart World is a big title, a huge title. That is a game that will push that console, regardless. And that's probably why Nintendo took that. But I do think they wanted to make it cross-gen. I really do. But they probably said, nah, to guarantee that sale, because of how well it sold on the original Switch, we have to make this exclusive to push this system. And everything else is cross-gen or whatever case is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. I'll keep talking about this as long as y'all willing to watch it. And like I said, please give me my flowers and as well give me my soup. Thank you. Have a nice one.